Sketch the graph of line, question 3. Sketch the graph of line y equals to 2x minus 1. Now this is in slope-intercept form, so the best and the easiest method of sketching this graph is to identify what y-intercept is and what slope is. In this particular case, you can write this as y equals to mx plus b, where b is your y-intercept, right? And m is your slope. So what is y-intercept? We know from here b is equals to minus 1. And what is slope? Slope is equals to 2, correct? So these are the two things which we get straight from the equation. We can rather read them. We don't even have to calculate or do anything, right? We can just read them out of the equation. So b, the y-intercept of minus 1. So let's plot this point, b of minus 1. Y-intercept means a point where x value is 0. Oh, sorry, minus 1. So it should be this point, not that, okay? So let me make it big and bold. That's the point, minus 1 we are looking for, right? So let me write here minus 1. So that is my y-intercept. Now the slope is 2. Slope 2 means what? Slope of 2 means, let me write here, slope of 2, that is m of 2, means slope is seen as rise over run. So if 2 is the rise, what is the run? If nothing is in the denominator, we have to assume 1. It is always there, right? So rise of 2 and run of 1. Correct. So from our y-intercept, let's go. Rise 2, run 1. So rise of 2 means 1, 2 and run 1. That means along the ground here, along the x-axis. And you get the second point. And the second point here is 1, 1. Let's mark the second point, correct? Now again we can do rise of 2 and run of 1. Let's go back to this point. 2 and run of 1. There you are, and then again you can mark this point as this, correct? Now I will show you another way of writing this slope. Slope of 2 can also be written as slope of minus 2 divided by minus 1. Is it true? Minus minus will cancel out. You will of course get 2. Yes, but this way of writing helps us to get more points on the graph. Minus 2 means going down by 2 and minus 1 means moving left by 1 unit. So minus 2, let's go minus 2 from this point, which is y-intercept. 1, 2, that's minus 2. And minus 1 means here over you go. So there you get another point, right? Like this, we can get more points on the graph. And now we can join them with a straight line. This straight line will be the sketch or will be the graph of the given equation, correct? Now it's a good idea, once you draw a line, to draw arrows at the end of the line. It indicates that line extends indefinitely in both the directions, correct? And all these points in the middle of them has been joined with the line, showing that the line has infinite number of points, correct? Now I will teach you alternate way of doing the same thing, correct? This was probably the best and the easiest way of sketching a graph of a line, which you can always do. The second is to make table of values, correct? So let's make a table of values for the given equation, right? So here we'll make two columns, one for x, the other one for y. Now we say y equals to 2x minus 1. Correct? So what we will do is, we will write different values of x and calculate what are the values of y. The best values to start with for these kinds of graphs is, you can start with, let's say, minus 2. So x of minus 2 is here, right? So if I put minus 2 for x, then minus 2 times 2 is minus 4 and minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. So I get a y value of minus 5. Then let's write x as minus 1. If x is minus 1, minus 1 times 2 is minus 2, minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So you get minus 3. Then we can write x equals to 0. If I write x equals to 0, 0 times anything is 0, 0 minus 1 is minus 1. And then we can write 1. 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 minus 1 is 1. Perfect. Let's write 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So you can have set of points, plot the points on the Cartesian plane and join them with a line. Do you see that? So that's another way of doing the same thing. So we can check 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1, we have this point. 1, 1. So at 1, 1, we have that point also. 2, 3. So go to 2, plot a point. So like that, you can plot your points. But the beauty of this method is no calculations required. You don't have to multiply and then take away. Just get the points from the equation straight and they fly on your graph. That's the best way to do it. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's move on to more examples and new things to learn about graphing lines.